That looks like a nice heirloom.
Ruger 1022 Sporter model.
David the Marine.
Let me see your war face.
I imagine that has a story to it.
It does. The Ruger 1022 came out in 1964. My dad bought this in 1972. He liked the walnut stock as opposed to the standard version has a birch stock. This is walnut and it has some checkering in here. And it's just a nicer version of the 1022. And my dad put this cheap scope on it. It's a 4-power Bushnell scope. And he was thinking, you know what, if I put the scope on it, I can't see the iron sights. Something happens to the scope. What am I supposed to do? He says, he put on some see-through mounts. You can see through them. So if you don't want to use a scope, you can use iron sights through there. And that has advantages and disadvantages. But this is how my dad had it set up, and I thought it'd be fun to shoot it today.
Your dad and my dad had something in common. My dad, whenever possible, would change out a stock if it wasn't walnut. Just about all of his guns had to have the walnut stock.
Yeah, this costs extra, but
Yep.
my dad was happy to pay it to get the walnut.
My dad would fabricate his own. That's what a nut he was for that kind of stuff. So our plates are set out at about 25 yards. Now we're taking it out to 100 yards, steel target. And you got him in the eye.
Well, Wild Bill Hickok always said, go for their eye. Spoils their aim.
It's cool that you can hear the echo of the steel satisfyingly hitting after the 3 shots, then the pang, 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 because it takes that long for it to get down there.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun.
My dad bought that rifle in 1972. I bought this one in 1922, 50 years later.
What improvements has Ruger made in the meantime?
Well, not a lot.
Well, I mean, yeah, when you got something that works,
That's right.
Yeah.
But instead of a big, huge 4-power scope, I have a red dot. I have some accessories that make it easier to work. And this is a fun gun to shoot. I've not taken it out to 100 yards for a while, so I'm curious how that's gonna do.
That is fun, doing the old versus new comparison.
Right, old classic versus new classic. They're both fun.
And getting those shots out and then hearing the bounce back, that's satisfying.
That's always fun, yeah.
Yeah. And as always,
Guns for everybody.